What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Wrestlefest episode. Me and Josh with you. How you been, Josh?
I've been good, man. Working a lot. Trying to convince my wife to let me get the new NCAA football game.
Now, did you play last year's? Because this year's looks the same.
No, I didn't. I recently just got recently just got a PS5. So and like I said I've been just trying to you know get my groove back and things. So
So you don't like the Xbox anymore?
nah, not no more.
Why?
No, I mean not for nothing. I guess the driving force was Spider-Man 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
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 So been playing that and stuff, and Rainbow Six Siege X, and like I said, it's just trying to convince. Been
Uh,
trying to been trying to wheel and deal my way into that the $70.
Rainbow Six Siege X. That's the one that the old one that they updated, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I have it, but I forgot all about how to play it. And I was getting my butt kicked when I had put it on the other day. It's almost like my guns must be like real slow because I'll see the people coming, I'll shoot at them, but then they'll shoot at me and kill me.
I'm telling you, I know I know I let off and they were bleeding out, but still, I have two more people hit me from like 18 meters away from my roof.
Yep.
So I'm trying to get back in it. I'm trying to get back into it as well. So
Yeah. It's a good update because they made it more instead of like it's still stealth action, but they made it
mhm.
more like a Call of Duty thing. It's like they combine both. So it's a good update to it. And like Phil has it too. We was talking
Okay.
about it and he said that it's a good thing that they take these old games instead of making new ones, just update the old ones, which he's right.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. I prefer Rainbow Six over Call of Duty any day of the week.
Hmm.
So, and I it's a it's a thinking man's game or a thinking person's game, whatever you want to call it. But I
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Hmm. So, all right, we doing our review on AEW's All In. But first, Josh want to say something about the WWE, and I think he's going to say the same thing that I said something to you about before. But let me hear what you have to say.
All right. It pertains Goldberg, Gunter, and Jay Uso and the I guess World Heavyweight Championship. I think they I think they did the championship dirty. I think they did Jay Uso dirty, and who cares about Bill Goldberg and his retirement?
Hmm.
Not I like who cares that his retirement speech got cut off. I don't, and I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it because, like I said, I thought it was a big injustice on Jay Uso and the World Heavyweight title. Like, you can have a dream match, but you didn't have to do it without the title.
Yes.
I think that destroyed the legitimate nature of the championship. It made Jay Uso look like an afterthought. So you know, say say what you want to say. Um, that was for me. I couldn't bear watch Saturday night's main event.
Well, yeah, I seen it later. I didn't watch it live, and it was too much. It was too much wrestling that Saturday. Uh, The NXT of Great American Bash should have never happened that day. Should have never been on. I can give you Evolution because I kind of liked Evolution. I give you
Yeah,
Evolution, but Saturday Night Main Event, I'm gonna throw Saturday Night Main Event in there too. Saturday Night Main Event and Great American Bash should have never been on Saturday. It should have never been. It was like you say about Bill Goldberg retirement. Like who cares? And
yeah,
Jay Uso, I already knew he was going to be a short term champion. I said by SummerSlam, but they took that belt off him real early, like you said, just because Bill Goldberg. And he's in the same pile as LA Knight, and a new person that joined the pile is Pentagon. Pentagon beats everybody else, but when it comes to top talent, he always loses, just like he
yeah.
did on Monday.
Well, that's crazy. If you want to put you want to put you want to put the rocket ship on someone, let him take it as far as he can go, and they didn't with Jay Uso.
Yep.
Like, you want to make him lose a title match on a random Monday Night Raw. That is that is wild. You know, you you might well storyline the injury and told him to vacate the title.
Yep.
So that was crazy work in my eyes.
That would have been a better bet because you could have, like you said, an injury angle, give him a month or two off, and he could have still came back and still had that run for his title back
Yeah,
instead of hurting him like you said.
like I said, you base you basically cut the leg from up under him. So, what was the point of him winning the World Heavyweight Championship in at WrestleMania? You should have just let Gunter keep the title and you know carry that through SummerSlam.
Hmm.
So, but like I said, I'm that's just me. That's just me thinking. But personally, I just think they did. I think WWE just uh did Jay Uso dirty and did the World Heavyweight title dirty as well. So
Yep. And plus with the WWE, it's at a stalemate to me. Cause all the top guys, it's only a few top guys, and they don't bring anyone new up. Is only surrounded by the top guys, and it's just a lot of sameness going on, and something's got to change.
yeah.
Now there was talk of Cody going heel. Do you believe that?
Oh, I, I I hope not, but at the same time, he didn't turn heel when he was in AEW. Like, you know, don't if it's not broke, don't fix it. I don't care what the fans say. Like, you like he's a good talker, and you're just gonna make him the same Cody Rhodes that you made when he was before he left for the Indies. So I wouldn't do that.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go on to AEW All In at Global Life Field in Arlington, Texas. Did you watch Zero Hour?
I did not. I
Me, me neither. Oh, a
yeah.
funny story about that too. I was watching Great American Bash, and it was the what match was on? I forget which match was on, and Armel had text me about All In, and I had said no, it didn't come on yet, and he said no, it's on, and that would it come on like 6 o'clock?
Yeah. It came on in the afternoon. Like, it didn't come on. It came on way before that. I think it was like, uh, let me see. I think it came on at like 2 or 3.
You right because it was dark when it went off, so it was like 9 o'clock, 9 nine
Yeah.
o'clock maybe. Yeah, because it was dark outside. So you're right. It did start real early. I didn't even know it. I thought it started like 7 o'clock, like normal pay-per-views.
Mm-mm. Nah. Uh,
Yeah.
and I
So
guess so because the match, the card load that they had.
yeah. So I didn't see the 0 hour. I really didn't no need to go back and see it. But the Sons of Texas, Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara, and Ivana
Mhm.
Eriks defeated Shane Taylor Promotions. That's Shane Taylor, Charlie Bravo, Sean Dean, and Lee Moriarty. Uh, I don't know what happened there. You got Big Boom AJ, Hologram, Kyle O'Reilly, and Ishii defeated Lance Archer, Ichishiro, Trent Beretta, and Rocky Romero. And the last match of 0 hour is FTR defeated the Outrunners. Now the start of the show, and this is why I start watching it when he had told me it was on. The match was just starting. We got the Ops, Samoa Joe, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Shibata defeated Duff Riders, Colo Castagnoli, Rito Yuta, and Gabe Kidd to retain the AEW Trios titles when Joe pinned Yuta with the Muscle Buster. Post match, Cardio Pillmatized the neck of Samoa Joe. That means how he had the table. Pillmatized is either on the leg or the neck, one or the other. Joe did a stretcher job, and this goes back to what you always say about settle storylines because they did the stretcher job on Samoa Joe, so that's Hangman's boy. So that's one less person that that they have to worry about in the title match because he went out on the stretcher. So good little storytelling there.
Yes, it was. And I thought that was the perfect way to the, the perfect way to start a match, to end a match, and uh you know, and to do a little story within a story. So
Right,
that was good work.
right. I had wrote down that the match was good. And I also wrote down I didn't like the headbutt spot that kid did on Shibata. I said no, they're not going to do a headbutt spot, and they did it. I mean, it was protected. It was a work headbutt spot, but still, come on now.
Yeah, yeah. You know what though? I always think that, Samoa Joe always puts in a he always does a whenever he does a match, like a big match like that, he always does his thing. Like he's a he can work.
Right.
So I thought
Now,
it was a good match.
now they called Hook the former member of the Ops. Now, do you think he's going heel or
I don't know what they're gonna do with him. I know from what I've seen, uh, that he was got a movie role or something. So that probably took a lot of his time. So
yeah, yeah? It's the same how people talk about Warlow. The same thing. Like, where is he
yeah,
at? Yeah, he's doing. Netflix are doing a reboot of American Gladiators, and he's one of the
yeah,
gladiators. But my
yeah.
thing is why they don't see it on TV. And what's the wrestler that used to be Monet's bodyguard? What's her name?
Oh God. Oh, Emil.
She's on there also. So
Yeah,
my thing is why they don't say it.
because think about it. You got a former AEW wrestler as a gladiator, a former NWA champion as a gladiator, and it is being hosted by a uh I would say a former WWE champion.
The Miz, you talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought The Miz was a gladiator. I didn't know he was a host.
Now he look like he should be a gladiator?
Yeah, compared to him on Warlow, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just thought that was strange that they like don't mention it. It's like they just totally disappeared. But you're
Yeah.
right though. You're right.
Mhm.
So next match we got the men's casino gauntlet. MJF won the Men's Casino Gauntlet to earn an AEW World Title shot, pinning Roderick Strong with Mark Briscoe, Jay Drillard Strong. MJF pushed Mark out the way and pinned Strong. Old school heel right there, heel move right there. But real quick, did you see the Mark Briscoe documentary they did?
I did not, and I heard it was really good.
Yeah, it was good, and AEW should seriously think about giving him some type of title run. I don't want to say world title, maybe like the TNT title. I don't know, either or.
Yeah. I'd say I've all well, I like the Briscoes, Jay and Mark, but I guess with Jay's untimely demise, you got this, you got Jay, Mark Briscoe trying to figure things out, and like I say, he's doing a good job. The only thing I hate about that match was at the end of it. Like, did you see how long it took MJF to try to get Mark Briscoe out of out of the ring?
Yes. Yep.
He had
Hmm.
to spin. He had to spin like 2 or 3 times.
Yep.
Like, come on.
And another thing, I wrote down the match was good, and I wrote down Mystico. Mystico got in the ring. It took so damn long for him to get in the ring. Then he gets in the ring, and then he was trying to make people chant a song, but it was in Spanish. And he's like up on the ropes and like wanting people to chant, and everybody just like standing around looking at him while the match was
Yeah,
going on.
I guess I mean I know that the venue was in Texas, but I don't think that people watch the CMLL like that. So
Right. Uh-huh. And he's like jumping up and down, just wanting people to sing the song or whatever. But
yeah,
everybody was just like, didn't say anything.
like get to the ring, get to the action. Great, day of the water.
Right. Next up, we had Adam Cole relinquish his TNT title segment. Um, it was a concussion from the collision match, and I didn't see anything that would give him a concussion in that match, but that's what they said it was. He said he was taking time off for a while, and that's why he relinquished the belt. What's your thoughts on that segment?
My like I said, I'm a heartbreak fan, but professionally, he didn't do not jack spit with that title with the TNT title.
Yep.
It to me it served him no purpose
Mm-hmm.
for him to, and it's unfortunate because I think I think they were lost. They didn't know how to use him properly, and that the talent pool is so deep within AEW. Like either I mean, with or without a championship, you're going to get lost somewhere,
Right.
and they had nothing for him. So but I do feel bad for him though, because like I said, he is a good performer and stuff. And
Mm.
I like that if he's thinking about retiring, like I said that you know because you talking about concussions, that's that CTE type stuff that
Right.
so and I feel bad for him.
Right. And he's also interview wise, he's better as a heel than a baby face.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right, so next up is the match for the TNT title. We got Dustin Rhodes defeated Kyle Fletcher, Dan Garcia, and Sammy Guevara to win the TNT title when Dustin pinned Sammy with an inside cradle. I wrote down that the crowd was dead for the match because they were sad about the Adam Cole thing. That's why I assume it was. And
yeah.
they picked up and they started cheering when they figured out that Dustin won.
I said that's old. Dustin Rose, an old ageless wonder. Like
Yeah,
like you got to understand, he's a he's actually a triple crown champion, uh, a 6-man tag champion and tag team champion in ROH. Now the TNT champion.
right.
Which and I hope they use him more regularly than they did Adam Cole. I hope
Hmm.
they have like a good storyline for him.
Right. Uh,
Uh,
go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No, you're good.
I was going to say that. See, we talked about Dustin before. He was always solid in the ring, and he always threw a good working punch. And
Hmm.
that's his main move, that work punch that he does. So like you
Hmm.
said, if they give him something solid, he's solid in the ring. So I would think the way that Sammy looked at him at the end when they hugged, I was thinking that Sammy was going to go heel and they were going to have a title run together.
Well, they can't because like he's a
Ta-
tag team champion. They're a tag team champion in Ring of Honor. So
right.
that, like I said, him turning Sammy Guevara turning heel. I mean, they can. It, I would think once they lose the tag team title and Dustin Rhodes still TNT champion, then Guevara turns heel.
Right.
But there's no point of him, turning heel now.
Hmm. Right. And his nephews, what are they tag teams name? Is it the Rhodes? I forget.
I believe.
I forget their name, but the one with blonde hair kind of looks like Dusty Rhodes in the face.
Yeah, I forgot who they were. They seem irrelevant to me.
All right, we got next up. We got Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland defeated the Young Bucks, and now Nick and Matt lost their EVP status. Osprey and Strickland won when they hit the stereo house call and hidden blade for the win. I wrote down great match. I mean, them four. I mean, they couldn't have a bad match with each other. What is your thoughts on the match?
I can I can tell you that the match was going to be good when you you break out ain't nobody. I, I wish I wish I wish AEW could have used the rights for the song
Right.
from Shaka Khan, but it was like I said, it was a good match. Like with Strickland and Osprey, you can't go wrong.
Exactly. Yep.
I said, yeah, there were a lot of spots in that match, but like I said, that's the nature of the beast when you like I said deal with the young bucks and stuff. They got you know, I don't want to call them spot monkeys, but you know, calling them spot monkeys is disrespectful in my eyes, but not like I say it just worked well together,
Right.
you know. So, but yeah, that stereo house call Hidden Blade was one of the best endings I've ever seen in a match.
Yeah. It was a good one. Right. Next up, we got the Casino Gauntlet. The Women's Casino Gauntlet. I'm sorry. We got Athena won the Women's Casino Gauntlet to earn an AEW Women's Title shot, pinning Mina. How you pronounce her name?
Nina Shakawawa or something.
Yeah,
I can't.
with the O face, which is the stunner from the top rope that she does. I wrote down it was a good match, and I'm glad Athena won, and she lost a lot of weight too, by the way. And I'm
Yeah,
glad that Shuri is in AEW also. Shuri is one of the greatest UFC fighter slash pro wrestlers ever because she was in UFC and pro wrestling at a higher level all at the same time. She's going to be off too, by the way, because I think she having surgery on her elbow or her arm, one or the other. So she's going to be going for a while. But she just debuted in AEW. It was a choice between WWE and AEW, and she chose AEW. What was your thoughts on the match?
solid match. Yeah, going with Athena was I would think is the safe was a safe bet. Um, I said, yeah, her she can easily well be a double champion. Like I said, she's still the ROH Women's Champion.
Mm-hmm.
They can't. I don't. Yeah, it was a safe bet. So
Yep. Yeah.
I think she, other than Tony Storm, she's the most. She is probably the most talented female wrestler they have on the roster.
Right. Did you watch the ROH pay-per-view?
I did not, but I seen highlights of it though. Like I
Mm,
said, uh, like I said, she looks good. Athena looks good.
right. Next up, we got the AEW Tag Team title match. The Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin defeated Jet Speed, Speedball Mike Bailey, and Kevin Knight. And the Patriarchy, Christian Cage and Nick Wayne to retain the AEW Tag Team titles when Lashley pinned Cage with a spear. The patriarchy turned on Cage, and Adam Copeland returned to make the save. I wrote down, shouldn't the patriarchy be a babyface team after they turned on Cage because Cage was like an asshole to him, and they got booed and everything. I'm like, well, they're like the babyface. They actually turned on the guy. And I also wrote down the match. The match was okay, which this was the worst match of the night, but it's not saying anything bad. But I didn't write that at the time, but I'm telling you, I'm saying it now.
No,
What,
I give that match a C plus. I
hmm
mean, because like I said, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good at the same time. You could have easily went to the bathroom and
Yes.
still watch the match.
Yep.
Um, but nah, you know what? Man, for me, the that that payout that Patrick thing ran its course. Like that well ran dry.
Yes. Yes. And that's
Like,
Mina Shirakawa, how you pronounce your name, Shirakawa.
okay.
But go ahead and finish.
No, no, like I said, but it was a solid match. And I'm gonna tell you what, I can tell that Bobby Lashley is gonna turn into a face.
Yeah. How?
Because if you fast forward and listen to um Bobby Lashley's, I mean, no, MJF's promo, you can you can tell that he's not happy because it's not him.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not, because he's a singles wrestler, not a tag team wrestler. So
Right. Next up, we got the AEW Women's Title match where Timeless Tony Storm defeated Mercedes Moné to retain the AEW Women's Title. Tony pinned Monet after the Avalanche Power Driver. I wrote down great match. I didn't expect anything less less with these two. What are your thoughts on the match?
well, like I said, when I say Athena's the second best athlete the AEW has, Mercedes Moné is the third best.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that's not a knock on rankings or nothing, but like I said, you know, but Tony Storm is she's an she, I like it. I like her. She's incredible. So she's an amazing athlete. She's a ring general. You can tell that she has time in the indies and stuff.
Right.
So she can, like I say, she can work with a broomstick, to be
Yeah.
honest with you, and
Yes.
and and give you 7 solid minutes.
Right. Right. And as we talked about before, this proves that with Monet, this proves that she's a hell of a worker. It wasn't that WWE system or whatever. She's a definite hell of a worker.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no shade to her. She worked solid. Like I said, she was always solid as a in WWE. she just like I say, I just think that in WWE it wasn't for her like that well ran drive.
Hmm. Yeah. Next up, we got the AEW Unified title match, which was the international and continental titles combined. We got Okada defeated Kenny Omega to win the AEW Unified title. When Takada hit a tilt swirl slam and then hitting a rainmaker for the win. Uh, I wrote down what needs to be said. Great match. My only negative is the Don Callis pulling and attacking the referee spot because isn't that a damn disqualification?
Yeah, yeah, it should have been a disqualification, but I guess I guess that rule didn't apply. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what they had going on.
Uh-huh. Yeah, they could have just did the match was great, but they just could have did away with that spot.
Yeah,
Cause well,
yeah.
they do it all the time in matches. But I can't understand how is that not a disqualification if the guy that you with just pulls the referee out and starts attacking him.
And you don't know. Here's another thing. I don't want to say it bothered me, but Omega and Okada been doing this for what? I don't know. They've been doing this dance for 10 years now, 10,
Hmm.
12 years, and they never really had to have outside interference, with it in, especially in New Japan. So why have it now?
Right.
You know,
Now, could it be that Omega is hurting and they needed smoke and mirrors? But when you look at the match, I don't see there's no reason why to have that spot. But I know he's probably hurting, with all the stuff he's been through, but maybe that was their thought.
yeah, it may be. Which I don't have. Like I said, it's not something. I'll be like, it should have never happened. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, it shouldn't have. That shouldn't have been a factor into the match. That shouldn't have been. You know, it should have been to me. That match should have been like a gentleman's affair. If that
Right.
means something.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. So we got the main event, AEW World Title. Hangman Adam Page defeated John Moxley to win the the AEW World Title. I'm sorry. When Page choked Moxley with a chain and hung him off the apron, and Moxley tapped. I wrote down I'm not a fan of hardcore matches, but the crowd went nuts when Hangman won. Oh, they went absolutely insane. And I actually thought about you in this match because how you were talking about stories and all that stuff. I think that's why the crowd went nuts because they was into that story. What is your thoughts on the match?
Like, okay, just like Cody Rhodes defeated Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40.
Right.
This was a chef kiss right here because
N-
you got some. This is storytelling 101. A you got a white knight versus you know pretty much a villain, not even an antagonist, but a straight up villain. Um, and they they did like I said I don't like death matches, myself, but this told a perfect story, you
Mm-hmm.
know, of what, not only a match, but a fight looks like.
Right.
So, but yeah,
Mm-hmm.
nah, like I said, you couldn't, you couldn't write a, you couldn't write a better script if you know you had the world's best writers because I think they did their thing with this.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, they went crazy when he won. But it was a good way to end the show. Hell of a way
Yeah,
to end the show. Now, real quick, well, we already talked about Saturday Night Main Event. We talked a little bit about Great American Bash. It was okay. I'm worried about Ricky Starks because, damn. Now, hopefully in the future they got something for him, but he's like he's like getting really no push at all. What's your thoughts on that?
Like I said, either they're gonna do something with him. They're gonna. I think they're gonna. I, I would say give it time with Ricky Starks. Well, Ricky Saints.
Right.
Um, give it time with him. He's it's a, give him give it time. They they uh they, let him let him work the WWE system or
Hmm.
whatever it is. But I see something. I see a title run, another title run within him and stuff.
Hmm.
I think he's a bigger draw than Ethan Page.
Yes. Uh, Evolution. Like I said, I liked Evolution. Jay Cargill lost a lot of weight, and her that was her thing is that she was muscular, bigger than all the other women. So now she's starting to look like all the rest of all other women.
Yeah,
Uh, I'm glad Naomi won, and I sure hope that they give her a long title run. Because it was like when they were wrestling, body wise, Naomi looked bigger than Jay Cargill.
yeah. I believe. Yeah, I believe she was. And
Hmm.
not for nothing. Um, and you know what though? I didn't. If I was a bet man, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have think she would have won Queen of the Ring. Like I would have lost some money on that. Uh, well, like I said, she's you kind of still see the I I guess the what do I call it? I still kind of see like small little rookie mistakes and whatnot that from Jane Cargo, but she looks good. She Naomi looks good. Like I said, her winning the world heavyweight title, you know, like I said, she pulled the wool over everyone's eyes and stuff, which was good.
Hmm.
So yeah, I hope she gets a title run. I mean,
Right.
I hope she gets a stable. Be honest with you, a female stable. Just
Yeah. Yeah.
like think about it. If you have her, Jada Parker from NXT, and a couple other like I said, I think that they can run roughshod with WWE.
Yeah.
with main roster and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Speaking of Jada Parker, when she came in the ring and Evolution, I said, "Damn, look at those hips." Boy,
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 you
them
stupid.
hips was big. I'm
Oh,
like, was it shot differently from that in NXT? Because NXT, you could see she got some hips there, but it wasn't as big as it was on Evolution.
that I don't know.
And I thought that Lash, I was rooting for Lash to win that Battle Royal too. But the good thing is, at least she was the last. Well, Stephanie won, so at least she was second in the ring. But I'm like, well,
Yeah,
damn, elevate somebody else. Stephanie don't need to win that. She's already up there anyway.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, I mean, of course, no one from NXT was going to win that
Hmm.
match.
Yeah.
Um, but uh, but be quite honest with your dad, you know, Lash Legend is she's going to be the breakout star for the main roster.
Hmm.
If there's another draft, I can assure you she's going to go with uh uh to either Raw or SmackDown.
Right. I think she would have been up there by now, but remember she took that time off. I think she took that time off to get her breasts done because there was no way she was playing basketball with those breasts in her chest now. So
Mhm.
I think she went and got her breasts done, but she took a long time off and then came back. But they never said she was injured or anything like that. So I think she got her breast done. But if it wasn't for that, she'll be there anyway because she got the look, she can talk, and she has the size.
Hmm.
But
Between her and Jada Parker, like I said, it's going to be a toss up of who
right.
gets top billing first. Because you really don't need the NXT Women's Champion to be a legit star. If you take a look at Becky Lynch before she won that before she, late like that she did win an NXT women's title, but she won it well into her main roster career. I said
Hmm.
Becky Lynch never won the NXT Women's Championship while she was in NXT,
Right.
and she wound up being a major star.
Right. Uh speaking of NXT, I hated how they did the Kylie. What's her last name? Is it Armstrong?
Yeah, Callie Armstrong.
Yeah, I hated how they
Yeah,
did that match because it made her look insignificant. How they just
yeah,
how they
that
just
yeah.
yeah how they just did the run and never mentioned anything about it. Made the title seem weak doing that. But I like Kylie has a good look. There's another one that has the size, has the look, and can talk. But the only thing, my only negative about her is what we talked about. When it comes to the black women, they all got this street edge to them.
Yeah, boy.
Every last one
Yeah,
of them got a street edge or whatever thing.
yeah,
But
yeah, playing into that Vince McMahon playbook.
right. What was your thoughts on that?
No, I mean, I didn't get it personally. Like, just you know, if you wanted a segment that bad, let Jordan Grace her her talk to people's heads off for like 5 minutes,
Yes.
and don't and yes, I get it. You're moving up. Uh, you you take a TV, you take a champion, a to be champion at that, and put them on NXT. That's all well and good, but you know, I tell them don't waste my time.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, don't,
Yep.
yeah,
Exactly.
you're not elevating nothing when you're not elevating nothing when you're going to have someone doing a run in.
Right. But they probably sold it to her like, yeah, you're gonna be on TV, on national television or whatever like that. But no. Uh-uh.
Yeah, no, not
Because
miss me with that.
right, because it was stupid. Like you said, it's 100 ways you could have did that. She could have just walked over to the announcer's desk and just start talking or whatever.
Yeah,
It's so many ways you could have done that.
yeah, you're like I say but like I said, I guess I don't know what you're I guess to the smart audience, you're insulting their intelligence. So,
Hmm.
so
And also, I think So Ruka would have been up there too, but she also got hurt. There's another person with the look, and she got a great finishing move that everybody will be into. So, like I said, she got hurt, and I expect her partner to turn on her, but she hasn't done it yet. So,
it's coming. It's coming. I can see it.
right.
Yeah.
Eh, but NXT wasn't bad this week. Raw wasn't bad also this week. I didn't watch SmackDown. Dynamite was good too. Dynamite is the only wrestling show I watch live, but all the other stuff I watch on tape.
Yeah. Now, I guess the only thing I liked about um SmackDown last night was Jacob Fatu.
Hmm.
Uh, like I say, when if you look at the clip and Adam Pearce is walking up uh to Jacob Fatu with the police, he was like, man, you're like, what? I didn't mess with y'all punk police. But and that's the thing about it. He, like I said, that's that's the life that he lives. You know.
Right, right. Yeah, I like
Well, that he did live. I'm sorry.
right. I like Five too, because kind of what you just mentioned, because he's different. Because he's different. He stands out. When he does interviews, he stands out. It's not the same cookie cutter type thing.
Yeah, like I
Right.
say, he got like I say he got like I say yeah, like I said, professional wrestling has gotten good. Is getting better. You know, people are you know you're not only seeing wrestlers in the ring, but you're also seeing them with social events and they're doing a lot more movies and stuff
Yes.
and they're becoming hosts they're becoming icons um and like I said it's a good time it's a good time to be a wrestling fan
Yeah. Yeah.
um
Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
but
did we miss anything?
no I think that pretty much covered it.
Right. This is our shortest episode yet.
Yeah, I guess because with I guess because with so much going on within the wrestling world, you know, the big show was uh I guess the big show we just had to talk about, you know.
Hmm.
And like I said, I could care less about Bill Goldberg. I will say 10 toe. And it's not like I never liked Goldberg. Like I said, I liked him when I was a child, but he did that terrible behind match with the Undertaker, and that just showed me that showed me that he was a one trick pony,
Hmm.
and he was out of tricks. He was out of tricks. Then um, he couldn't carry a tune if he had the London Orchestra with him.
Right.
So, now I guess that's the only thing. The only other thing is tonight I'm gonna try to watch highlights of TNA Slammiversary. I want to see what they do with AJ Styles.
Yeah. Yeah. I forgot all about Slammiversary also. But it's too much stuff on, and that's another thing. It's too much stuff on TV. So you got the Pacquiao fight, you got UFC, and you
Yeah,
got the you got Collision, and you got the Slammiversary.
yeah. Like I said, it's a good time, but it's saturated. You
Yeah.
know what?
Hmm.
But at the same, enjoy it, man. It's a wonderful time to be alive as to be a pro wrestling fan right now. You know.
Yeah, because
You,
if you talk to the 13-year-old me, I would, and you told me like it'd be wrestling damn near on every day, pretty much. And
it is. It's like the reverse of football, of NFL football.
right, and especially since it's such a clash of styles, and you can see Japanese wrestlers and lucha libre on television
Hmm.
that I don't have to pay for, I would never believed you.
Yeah, yeah. Think about it. You don't have to go to the black market to find uh, a uh, a Ring of Honor tape on VHS.
Hmm.
Um, you can stream WWE shows from Peacock and Netflix. You can you can you can go back and watch Dynamite live or on HBO Max.
Hmm.
Yeah, like I said, you know, pro, people in pro wrestling are making money hand over fist now.
Right.
That are actually in the business, and business is good, and you can't be mad at that.
Right. Speaking of pro wrestling, did you see Superman?
No, and I want to see that too.
Mm.
I'm probably going to try to check it out next weekend.
Yeah, it
Uh,
wasn't it wasn't it wasn't bad at all. Um it was is only one thing I gotta say, and this is not a spoiler. I hate James Gunn because everything is always a joke, and I don't like when they are in a battle and they start busting jokes and stuff. The same thing like Guardians of the Galaxy, that same thing, and those
yeah,
jokes aren't funny to me. They're
yeah,
not
but,
funny.
yeah, yeah. But think about it though. Uh, I don't like I said. Let me ask you this: do you really like the Superman? Uh, do you really like Man of Steel or Justice League when Zack Snyder did it? I know I personally did. I thought that was
Born.
yeah, and
Yeah, I figured you
uh,
would say that.
uh,
What about the uncut? Did you look at that one?
man, that's too long for my taste, man. I don't have. Look, I have to space that out into like episodes, like
Right. Hmm.
yeah, but
That's what they should have done on HBO, made it into like episodes like you said. The
yeah,
uncut one made it to like a half an hour episodes or 40-minute episodes. That would have worked.
yeah, but like
Mm.
I said, but
Okay, what about Thor? Do you like the Thor movies?
I did.
So you like the jokes and stuff.
I don't like I said. I'm not saying I laugh at it. I'm not saying those jokes are knee slappers or anything. But like I said, like I said, I like it. I mean, I like the movies and stuff.
Hmm. Well, the movie in the summer I'm looking forward to is the Fantastic Four.
I am too.
Yeah, yeah, I'm definitely going to see it.
You know what. You're gonna call me dumb for this. You know what movie I'm really looking forward to, other than
What?
Superman? The Naked Gun.
Well, that actually looks funny. So I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't know if I'm going to pay to see it, but I do want to see
I, you know what though? I love the I love the Naked Gun when I was a child and stuff, and to see Liam Neeson be, be as unserious
it. Right.
in a movie like this, yeah,
And then the thing about that is, see, those jokes are hidden, but the Superman jokes wasn't hidden to me.
yeah.
But
I like I said, I will, I'll pay, I will see Superman. And I want to see Naked Gun.
mhm.
I, I'll probably see Fantastic Four as well. Like, I hope they do the Fantastic Four right, because the three of them that they had before then was dog wash, was horse horse doo doo.
Yeah, don't get discouraged what I said about the Superman movie. Mr. Terrific did his thing. I like Mr. Terrific on here.
Yeah,
I put it like that. But don't get discouraged. The movie was great. I just didn't like the jokes.
yeah. No. I'm gonna try my best to watch, see that movie.
Hmm.
So
Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about?
no, I think that's it, man.
Hmm. All right, you can reach the Judgementals on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube at PNL Judgementals, Instagram at the_judgmentals, or you can email us at pnljudgementals@gmail.com. So, all right, Josh, and you gotta leave us with your your slogan.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. With that being said, uh, get your mind right, get your stats up. Y'all be safe out there. It's hot outside.
It is. Get a family, my love.
Absolutely, no doubt.
All right, then.
All right, take care.
You too.
All right,
Bye.
bye bye.